I'm a med student who spent the last 4 years studying online in my pajamas. Right before graduation, I got isekai'd into a dog blood CEO novel as the overpaid private doctor of the billionaire male lead. My very first job? Giving the pregnant female lead an ultrasound. I squint at the screen, put on my most professional face, and announce, "Ma'am, congratulations. There's a very high chance your baby is a four-armed, four-legged, two-headed little gremlin. I recommend immediate termination." The heroine freezes in absolute horror. The CEO turns white as a sheet, heartbroken for his unborn mutant. His assistant calmly pushes his glasses up. "President, is it possible Madame is just having twins?" Cue awkward silence. Come listen to the story with Watermelon Audio. Hi, I'm Dr. Harper Blake, and my childhood best friend Ethan, who studied education, always said the two of us are dangerous. I cure pigs into super pigs. He turns kindergartners into tiny criminals. 4 years of Zoom University later, right before graduation, we both got sucked into this trashy novel called Ruthless CEO Falls for His White Moonlight, Good Luck Escaping. I became the CEO's personal doctor. Ethan became his special assistant. Our single shared duty: orbit the main couple like two very tired satellites while they do the classic misunderstanding, angst, runaway, chase dance. Right now, I'm in the back of a black Range Rover flipping through a stack of medical textbooks taller than me. Ethan is driving, voice completely deadpan. Current plot point: marriage first, love later. She's pregnant. Ugh, I groan. With whose kid? Take a wild guess. We finally track the runaway heroine to the exact pier where they first met because, of course, the author recycles locations like it's a budget drama. President Alexander Knight has her shoulders in a death grip, red-eyed, growling, "I'm never letting you leave me again." The heroine, Charlotte Rose, bites her lip dramatically. "Alexander, please, just let me go." I get goosebumps so bad, I whisper to Ethan, "Do you feel that?" Pure cringe. Next second, Alexander spins around and spots me. "Dr. Blake, examine my wife right now." There are 6 nurses lined up behind me, doing absolutely nothing, but looking pretty. Classic novel props. I sigh, roll the ultrasound machine over, and pretend to know what I'm doing. After some theatrical squinting, I go, "Good news. She's definitely pregnant." Charlotte stops crying. Alexander looks like he's about to faint from joy. I continue, stone-faced. "Bad news. The fetus appears to have 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 heads. We should probably terminate before it develops a taste for human flesh." Charlotte screams. Alexander looks like someone kicked his dog. I keep going. Can't we just surgically remove the extra limbs in one head? Even I realize that sounded insane the second it left my mouth. Ethan, without missing a beat, pushes his glasses up again. "Or twins." Dead silence. Alexander and Charlotte both turn to stare at me like I'm the monster. I laugh nervously. "Kidding, totally kidding. Why is nobody laughing?" Later, Ethan hands me a stack of psychology books. "Madame has depression, fix it." I want to cry. How do I escape this novel? "Ethan, we haven't finished the plot yet, no escape." Me, "Then let's speed run this garbage." Current drama. Charlotte thinks Alexander only keeps her around because she's a substitute for his legendary White Moonlight, the girl who saved him years ago. She's suicidal over it. Alexander refuses to admit he's in love with her because reasons. I'm so done. I march into Charlotte's room where she's staring tragically at a half-dead tree outside. She whispers, "Look, the last leaf is about to fall, just like I'm about to leave this world." I text Ethan, "Glue that leaf back on right now." 3 dots, then a selfie of Ethan holding a chainsaw next to the now completely bald tree. My phone buzzes. If gluing doesn't work, remove the problem at the root. I hate him. Charlotte ends up in the hospital again because drama. The evil second female lead, Madison Sinclair, childhood friend and professional green tea bitch, is fake crying at the bedside, showing off the red string bracelet Charlotte made for Alexander years ago. I storm in, grab Madison by the wrist and snarl, "Hands off the married man." Then I literally kick Alexander toward the bed. "Tell her you love her, you emotionally constipated billionaire." Alexander stammers, I love you, Charlotte." Turns to me in panic. "Wait, does she love me back?" I shove the red bracelet into Charlotte's hand. "Yes, you idiots love each other." Ethan watches the whole circus, sighs, and mutters, "Completely off script, total failure." Cue the strawberry incident. Ethan somehow convinces Alexander to drive 3 hours across the state to buy the exact strawberries Charlotte craves. One basket later, she's crying happy tears, Madison is fuming, and I'm jealous because who treats me like that? Then Madison gets drunk and calls Alexander. "I'm wasted, come pick me up. Oh, and I just saw a girl who looks exactly like your white moonlight from 7 years ago." Alexander bolts out the door faster than Usain Bolt, leaving a very pregnant Charlotte sobbing. I try to stop her from chasing him. She steals the car keys anyway. Next thing I know, we're in the passenger seat while she's flooring it toward the bar. We arrive just in time to see Madison draped all over Alexander, clothes half unbuttoned, doing her best damsel impression. Charlotte charges forward. I get dragged behind like a kite. Then bam, dramatic bus accident. Warm, gentle voice, quick storytelling, concise voice. Charlotte gets yeeted 10 meters through the air in slow motion, drawing a perfect parabolic arc Newton would be proud of, and lands directly in Alexander's arms like this is a Marvel movie. Alexander, leg shaking, "Dr. Blake, my knees gave out and I need to cry. Help!" I officially give up on physics. Hospital drama, evil mother-in-law screaming, "Save my grandson, not the wife." Alexander screaming, "Save my wife." Charlotte half conscious in a wheelchair. Can't we save both? I facepalm so hard I leave a mark. Eventually, the twins are born healthy, obviously. Madison gets exposed for hiring goons and flees the country after Ethan mails her an annotated copy of the criminal code. The main couple names the babies Hope and Memory because they have the combined IQ of a romaine lettuce. Happy ending approaching, or so I thought. At the airport, Alexander finally remembers Charlotte is his white moonlight. Cue tearful reunion. Charlotte suddenly grabs her belly. "Dr. Blake, I think the water just broke." I scream. Ethan pats my shoulder. "You got this, 6th year med student." Epilogue, real world. I wake up in a hospital bed. White ceiling, beeping machines. Ethan is peeling an apple beside me, looking exhausted but smiling. Turns out I was in a coma for 3 years after a car accident. They used an experimental VR treatment, plugged my consciousness into the CEO novel I wrote for myself as a joke in college to stimulate my brain. Ethan deadpans, "That dog blood trash novel? You wrote it. I had to reread every chapter you forced me to beta." Me horrified. "So the idiot author I kept cursing was me?" Ethan shows me his bank account, $25.25. "But I'm a university professor now, so you owe me for all the extra classes I signed you up for inside the book." I pull the blanket over my head and scream. He lifts the corner, grinning. "Ready for the sequel you wrote? Ruthless CEO's wife runs away with his babies?" Delete it. Too late. I already accepted the advance. The end. So if you're listening, follow Watermelon Radio before I wake up in another world and vanish again. Each like you give is a slice of watermelon that keeps the stories alive.